Hi lovely friends, it's Kim back from Memories in Time, and as promised yesterday, I am back today to put together this page that I started yesterday, and I'm using Happiness Lives Here. I am super excited to be using this lovely paper. It's just gorgeous in every way. It is gorgeous. And so when I prepped the pages yesterday, I put down some Toffee Shimmer pen, and Toffee is beautiful. I don't know that the camera is picking up the shimmer, but it's just gorgeous paper. So I put down the shimmer trim, and I did a little quick lesson on how to gut your paper so that you don't have that waste back here, and also how to put down that faux stitching. So this page is going to be my left page, and this page is going to be my right page. And the way I always work is I work my left page first and then move to my right. And then these are the pieces of cardstock and pattern paper that I will be using to put this two-page spread together. And this is peach and paprika. And then these are bits and pieces of that fabulous Happiness Lives Here paper that I am using. And I just realized that I have a piece of paper missing. I have everything cut for all of the pages I'm doing, and there we go. So I'm going to start with my left page first, and I am tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to put down this purple tape. I absolutely love. It comes from this purple tape comes from Amazon, and it is it's washi, but it does not stick to your paper. So I'm just going to put down a little bit of tape on those two corners just to hold my page in place. Okay, now what I'm doing is I have an actual page that has inspired me, and I am using my phone to kind of look at that page so that I am creating. And I think I want this to be, right now I'm just sort of laying things out just to see, dry fitting as I call it, if this is where I want things to go. And these pattern papers will just butt right up against one another, and they span the entire page width-wise. Look at that beautiful piece of canary with that floral. Oh my gosh. Scrummylicious. And then just a piece of peach. And this is a really, it's a beautiful page. It comes together quite simply, but it is a beautiful page. And then the photo will go here. So I think I want, that's how I want my paper. I think I want 8 inches. So what I'm going to do is just move these, and I've got a whiny baby, so if you hear blitzing, whining, I'm sorry. It's like he does this to me when he knows that it's just like when I'm on conference calls or Zoom meetings. He's just like all over it. So I'm lining that up at 8, edge to edge. And I just have to pick that up just to make sure that I'm good. I don't want that to be crooked. It's kind of like when you're hanging wallpaper and you do your first run. You do not want your first run to be crooked. Otherwise, it's a mess. Oh, and that would be Marley Grace. Not Blitzen, but Marley Grace. I absolutely love this paper. This paper is gorgeous. It's called Happiness Lives Here. It is available through the end of February. I will leave a link below for this paper. And do not let the fact that it's floral make you think you cannot use it for masculine pages. You absolutely can use it for masculine pages. And my purple tape is not holding very well. So I want this on the light peach side. So our cardstock comes with a true color and a light side. I want this on the light side. So just making sure, which of course, if I wanted that on the dark side, because it does blend right in there, I'm just a rule follower. And so the directions for this page say use the light side, and so I am using the light side. Also, if you wanted to ink or distress your edges, you certainly could. And there's a little length left right there, and I can trim that off when I'm finished. Love it. But I was saying that this paper is available through the end of February, and I have to keep reaching over to get my picture back up. I'm so sorry, guys. It's available through the end of February, so you want to make certain that you get this paper. It is just yummy-licious. So I'm going to, and I'm using, this is paprika, and I'm using the light side of the paprika, and I want it right about there. I'll leave a link below for the paper. I'll leave a link below for our fabulous tape runner. Okay, and so now I need to put on my 4x6 photo placeholder. And I'll tell you the way that I love to use these photo placeholders. I absolutely love to trim my photo down just a smidge and let that little white edge of the photo placeholder show behind the photo. It almost looks like the photo is framed, has a white frame around it, and I love that. That was just a little crooked. Let me make sure it's not. Okay, so now this page is ready for some embellishment. And I'm going to start at the top. Oh, I'm so sorry, that's a whiny baby. So I have these two little bitty pieces that I am going to dovetail. The paprika piece first. And it's raining here, so obviously he is not going to go out in the rain. But that's what he wants, I think. But he's not going to get to go out in the rain. I'm filming before work. Work has absolutely just about got me down this month. And so I'm just going to put a little tad of adhesive there. I'm going to turn my mat around upside down because I like to, when I'm working on the other end of the page, I just like to go upside down. And I'm just roughly eyeballing that. And again, this is on the light side of the paprika. And it's lining right up at the edge of the paper. And I'll turn that back around. And I'm going to pull my sticker sheet back out if I can find where I put my sticker sheet. And I am going to use just a little teeny bit, just a bit of this sticker. And I'm going to actually, let's see, just eyeballing. I'm not measuring, just eyeballing. And I'm going to cut this a little bit at an angle. It's a sticker. And it is going to cover over this. And it's going to go right here, kind of, just to make it look a little bit like washi, right there. So there is that embellishment. And I just wanted that little cut just for myself. And then there's this fabulous wood grain like tab with a place to write a date. That sticker is going to come in next. And it's going to sit offset a little, and it's going to sit right about there. Okay. And next I am going to build a beautiful little cluster right here. I'm going to use this sticker. And this sticker is going to, now I'm not using any 3D dimensional tape yet. This sticker is going to go kind of at an angle, and I'm putting it straight down on the page. Okay. And then I'm using this sort of darker floral. I'm going to be using this floral. And I am going to be using this floral. It's not hurting anything that they're on my hands at all. I'm going to be using one of these blue leaves. And I'm going to be using one of these leaves. This is going to round out my cluster. So I'm just placing down where I want these. And then these leaves are going to tuck behind. And then this yellow. And I want this yellow floral right here to overlap the photo mat just a little right there. And I am going to pop in just a quick piece of this. I'm going to use my anti-static pouch just to take the sticky off that sticker. And I'm going to use a piece of 3D foam tape just to give some, and this is the thin because I do not want it to be very thick. I want to add dimension to my page, but not a lot of dimension. And I'm going to add that right there. Look what a cute little cluster. Oh, I love it. Love it. And then these are the cute little wooden shapes, embellishments that come with that. And let me grab a glue dot. I'm going to apply that with the glue dot wrong size. I'm going to have to get another, I have another size glue dot that I wanted, but I don't have it out. I'm just going to attach that with the glue dot right about there. Look what a cute cluster. Love that. And then I'll finish up. I'm going to be using some of this waterfall stickles just to add some dots there, but I'm not going to do that until I'm completely finished with this page. Okay, so next I'm going to push the page up a little to make sure that you can see down here where I'm working on my bottom cluster. And so I am going to need the This Is Us I'm going to need the family, and I'm going to need this little yellow floral. I'm going to need this pink floral. And I'm going to need this leaf. And I'm going to need 2 of these little bitty teeny tiny green leaves. And I'm going to need this floral. And this cute little heart, this paprika heart. So I'm going to build a little floral cluster down here first. And the reason I want to start with the floral cluster is that will help me gauge as I move forward. Okay, move up that way. I don't want to run off the page down here. So I'm going to, right about here, start this little floral cluster. Let me... And I'm so sorry that you hear Blitz. Little whiny. Just a little whiny. I was trying to say, what did I do with those stickers? I should have put my leaves down. My little leaves. And I think I may have to have the tweezers for this. Love it. Love it. And then I'm going to go ahead and put my little heart. It's going to kind of come right there. And these spatters just make this absolutely, I mean, it's just the perfect, for me, finishing touch. Love it. And I am going to put just a smidge of foam tape on that floral. Oh, what a cute little floral cluster that is. This is us. I'm moving over there. And now I'm going to do the word family using the Scrabble tile. And I'm going to start with the Y and work my way backwards. And I am not using these at all with any adhesive. My purple tape is not sticking to my mat. But I'll tell you something I'm going to do. I am going to pull out my ruler just to make sure that these puppies are lined up. I am pulling out my ruler. Tell you what I'm going to do, just so I know my page doesn't move on me. I'm going to put a little bit of adhesive down. And don't worry, my rubbing remove eraser will bring that right off. I just don't want my page to move, because I want my title to be straight. And I'm going to, right there, well, let's go just a smidge. Let's go right in the middle. I want my title to be straight, so I'm going to start right about, oops. I'm going to start right about there. I shouldn't have put my foam on my floral with my Y. And I want a little teeny space in between each letter, just because I want it to actually look like tile. And if I wanted to put some 3D foam behind, I could. I think I'm actually going to do better without the ruler. one is a little high. Just a little. Try not to tear my page. Too late? Already did. Okay. And there's a stamp set that you can purchase with a wood grain pattern and alphabet to create these letter tiles, and it is adorable. I have it. Hopefully, I know I'm down to the wire the last week of the month showing this, but I have been swamped with federal reports all week. I mean all month. So hopefully you guys will not get sick of seeing what I create with Happiness Lives Here this week. It's just too beautiful not to show you. Too beautiful not to show you. Love it. Love it. And there's my family, and it's okay if it's a little wonky. And then this is us, and it is going to, let's see if I can, I kind of want it to slide under just a smidge. So let's see if I can get these up just a smidge. And this page is almost finished. This is us. Now, I covered up a couple of my big spatters, and so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to touch my page right there, and just touch my page right there with my shimmer brush, and just let that dry. And that will help out where I covered up a couple of the big spatters. And then just double checking to see if there's any. Now this is it's called Waterfall Stickles. I'll leave a link below for this. Now when I use stickles, I like to take just a scrap of cardstock. Just make sure it's burped good and it's not going to like squeeze all over my page. And so I want to add that visual triangle right here, and so I'm just going to put a dot right there. And I want it sort of big so that you can tell it's a blingy dot. And so there's a little visual triangle in that cluster. And then down at the bottom, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to put a dot right there. I'm going to put a dot right there. And I'm going to put a dot right there. And when this dries, and then I'm going to burp it back. That just means get the air out of it, and we store these upside down. That's how we store those. So there's my left page. What do you think? I love it. And I'm just going to put this over to the side to dry, and then I'm going to come in and really quickly hopefully quickly put together the right page. And so here's the right page, and again, I'm so sorry that you hear the big boy over here crying. He's a mean baby sometimes. So this is going to be the same background, and so remember we were right at 8 inches, and so I'm going to start with this bluebell sort of stitched paper. Oops. And again, I'm just going to look at that and make sure that I'm straight. And then my floral piece goes down next. And it just goes all the way across the page. the thin little canary floral. I hope you guys don't think I'm a bad mommy. It's raining and he wants out and he's not going in the rain. He just got groomed Saturday. So he's just going to have to wait until Mom can put him on a leash to make sure he does not hit the mud puddles. Because I certainly do not want him to get muddy. Okay, and now we are on the light side of the paprika, and here, right about here is how we're going to line that baby up. And this is going to hold 4 3x4s. Let's put our placeholders on. I told you this one will go kind of fast. And I think now that I see, I think I'm going to pull this one and have a bigger border with less space between. We just have one fun cluster to build on this page and a couple love it. Love, love, love it. Okay, so now I'm going to come back and to even out what I did on the top of the first page, we're going to add just a little bit of this sticker, and just so that it emulates what I did on the front page, on the left page, we're trimming that down, and we're going to make that washi. It looks like washi right there. Okay, and then over here we have, this says Our Crazy Beautiful Life is going to go right there, and then there's going to be a space for journaling right here. And probably the way I'll journal is I will journal on 1/4 inch white strips. I love to do that, or I may use like the peach. Okay, and now we're going to work on our cluster up here. So I am going to need this floral for my cluster, and I am going to need this floral for my cluster. I'm going to need this floral for my cluster. I am going to need these leaves for my cluster. I'm going to need this black Home Together for my cluster, and then I've got 2 more little teeny green leaves for my cluster. These stickers, oh my gosh, I am so in love with these stickers. So in love with these stickers. So this is going to go right about here, and this fun little floral is gonna go there, and this fun little floral is going to go right here. And let's put, I'm so sorry guys, but he cannot go out without a leash. He just can't. the joys of momming when it's rainy outside. Not fun. And just so we have that dimension on this side of the page as well, I'm going to put some 3D foam tape behind this. And that's going to go right about there. And then we're going to pull in glue dots. I told you this page would go fast. And he's probably over here saying, hurry mom, hurry mom, hurry mom. And then we are going to finish this off right about there. And then I am going to add some more of my, I'm going to make a little triangle right there. I mean a dot there. For visual triangle, a dot there. And a dot right there. And then the only thing that I need to add to this page is my journaling. And I can either use a ruler and draw lines in, or I can do the strip journaling. And so here you have it. This is what the finished, whoops, we still got our purple tape attached. This is what the finished, I know you can't see, my camera does not go big enough to see the 2 pages. Isn't that adorable? I love it. Love, love, love it. And that's Happiness Lives Here. I will be sure to link the video, link the purchase link down below for this paper, for this waterfall stickles, for this fabulous tape gun, and I thank you guys so much for watching, sticking with me through the Crybaby. Oh, and the Toffee Shimmer brush. I will link that down below. If you are a current subscriber, thank you so much for choosing to come visit. If you are not a current subscriber, I would love to have you join my channel. Make sure to hit the subscribe button and the little gray notification bell on the side. Thank you so much, and happy scrapping.